Allow your eyes to drift to close. And just take these first couple moments of class to just drop in. Start to tune into the body and tune into the breath. And as you start to draw your attention inward, taking a moment here to just observe how you're feeling. Check in with the emotional body, check in with the spiritual body, and check in with the physical body. Conducting a little mental scan from the toes all the way up through the crown of the head. And starting to expand the breath. Start by taking a deep inhale through your nose, feeling that breath rise from the earth all the way up through the crown of the head, holding at the top when you come to that full capacity of your lungs. And part the lips, big audible exhale, sigh it out. Again, like that, let this breath be even fuller than the last. Inhale through the nose. Draw the breath all the way up. Exhale, sigh, and let go. One more big clearing round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Gently pressing your lips into touch. Starting to breathe in and out of the nose. If you practice Ujjayi Pranayama, start to find that gentle constriction in the muscles in the back of the throat. Those same muscles that you use to fog up a mirror. Allowing your breath to stay audible, strong, and powerful as you breathe in and out of the nose. If Ujjayi Pranayama is not in your practice today, that is perfectly fine. Really just focus on lengthening your inhales to meet your exhales as you breathe strong and steady through the nose. Taking just a couple more moments here in stillness, taking this time to set an intention for your practice. This intention could be anything, a thought, a feeling, a word, or maybe there's somebody in your life that you'd like to dedicate your movement to who needs a little extra love and attention sent their way. Maybe that person is you that you would like to dedicate your movement to. Sending your healing energy back inwards to fill yourself back up. Slowly start to blink the eyes open. If your hands aren't resting down on your knees, go ahead and place the palms down towards your thighs. We'll start with some seated cat-cows. As you inhale, start to pull your chest forward, drag your elbows back, squeezing the shoulder blades behind you, arching through the spine, lifting through the gaze. And then as you exhale, rock back onto the sits bones, draw your navel in towards your spine, curl your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, pull the chest and the heart through, roll the shoulders back, lift through the gaze as you open up. Exhale, curl it back in, navel to spine, chin comes into the chest. Couple more times like that. Inhale, pulls you open and through. Exhale, curl round and contract back in. 2 more times. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl it in. Last time. Inhale, pull the heart through, widen the elbows, lift the gaze. And then exhale, round you back in. Next, inhale, return to a neutral spine. Sit up nice and tall. Slide the shoulders down the back, a slight tuck of your chin into the space of your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. Gather your palms to touch overhead. Exhale, hands come down into the space of your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms back up, lifting the fingertips high. Allow your gaze to follow. Prayer hands connect. Gather to the space of your heart. One more time. Inhale, stretch it up. When you rise at the top, pause there, and then we'll take a twist. Invite your left hand to your right knee. Place your right fingertips back behind you. As you inhale, sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale, find a little more twist. Gaze might fall over that right shoulder, completing the twist into the cervical spine. Inhale to lift. Exhale to curl. One more round of breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, unravel back through center, sweep your arms up towards the sky, gather your palms to touch, and then invite your right hand over towards that left knee. Left hand plants back behind you, sit up nice and tall as you inhale. Exhale to twist, maybe transfer the gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale to sit up, find a little bit more length. Exhale to twist. One more round of breath here, inhale, and exhale. Inhale draws you back through center. Prayer hands come to connect once again. Exhale, hands to the space of your heart. Close your eyes. Big round of communal breath. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, audible sigh, let go. Opening up your eyes. Come to your sits bones, tense your fingertips back behind you, knees point towards the sky, root the feet in towards the mat. And then from here, we'll come into our first boat pose. Start to bring the shins up towards the sky, paralleling them with the mat. Toes can either flex or point. Fingertips can stay back behind you, or option to extend your arms forward. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Stay bright and lifted through the collarbones. We're just gonna hold here for 5 rounds of breath, finding that gentle activation into the core to keep it warm and keep it engaged throughout the remainder of practice. Inhale and exhale. Give me 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale. 1 more inhale and exhale. Cross the ankles, come to all fours, tabletop pose. Duck your palms underneath your shoulders, knees come underneath your hips. Belly button draws up and in nice and neutral through the spine. From here, extend your right leg back behind you, point your toes and find a little bit of a cow belly. Drop the belly as you lift the gaze. And as you exhale, curl your knee in towards your nose for a modified cat. Inhale, send that right leg high, pausing there. Exhale, bend your elbows, dip your heart down towards the mat, modified push-up. Inhale to press back up. Exhale, curl, knee to nose, find that cat spine. Inhale, lengthen out. Bend the elbows, dip the heart, modified push-up. Inhale, press it back up. Exhale, last time, curl knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, bend the elbows, dip the heart. Inhale, press it back up. Keep that right knee lifted. Then we're gonna slide your right knee behind your left, fan your feet out to the edges of your space, and start to sink your hips back in between your heels. So you're in this modified child's pose. Think of this as a Gomukhasana or cow face pose towards the legs, and then melt the heart down and stretch the fingertips forward. Starting to breathe into the outer spaces of the hips. 1 more inhale breath here. And exhale. Use your inhale breath to rock back up to your tabletop pose. Unravel your knees. Place your right knee underneath your hip, left knee underneath your hip. Let's find a round of traditional cat-cow to neutralize and let that side go. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, press the mat, chin to chest, doming through the spine. Coming back to that strong neutral spine, setting up for that sequence on the other side. Lengthen your left leg back behind you. Point through your toes, find a little bit of a cow belly as you lift the gaze. And as you exhale, curl knee in towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen out. Bend the elbows, dip the heart, modified push-up. Inhale, rise it back up. Exhale, curl knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen out. Bend the elbows, melt the chest. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, curl knee to nose, final time. Inhale, lengthen out and extend. Exhale, bend the elbows, dip the heart. Inhale, rise it back up. This time your left knee crosses behind your right. Fan your feet out to the edges of the space, and then sink your hips back. Breathing into the outer spaces of the hips, melting the heart down. Big breath in. Full breath out. Use your inhale to rock back up to your tabletop pose, unraveling the knees, stacking them underneath your hips. Find a round of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, press chin to chest. Find your way back to neutral. From here, let's tuck the toes and then send the hips up and back. First downward facing dog of practice. Start to pedal out your feet as you acquaint yourself with this shape. Stretch out through the backs of the legs. Take any little rituals that you have. Maybe shimmy the hips from side to side a little. Roll out from plank to dog, down dog. Just taking a couple rounds of breath here. Really pressing into all 4 corners of your palms. Weight into your knuckles to relieve some pressure off of the wrists. And after a few rounds of breath of movement, allowing yourself to find stillness. Coming into that breath, heels energetically drawing towards the mat. Press the heart space towards the upper thighs. Really lengthening out through the backs of the legs. Bringing your ears between your shoulders, but release the tension in your neck. Just let it hang heavy. Big breath in. Full breath out. Pedaling out your feet. Turn this into a stroll to the top of your mat. Bring your feet forward to meet your hands. When you arrive there, bring your feet hip-width distance apart and grab for opposite elbows for a ragdoll pose. Maybe you rock the weight a little bit forward and back from the balls of the feet to the heels. Bend through the knees, sway the torso from side to side. Wherever you are, just release the weight of the head towards the earth as you allow it to traction out the spine. Couple more rounds of breath here. Keeping the belly drawn in will help to facilitate a little deeper fold. Release your hands down towards the mat. Keep a soft bend into your knees and slowly roll up to standing, unfurling your spine as you stack vertebra upon vertebra until your shoulders come all the way up by your ears. Crown of the head reaches high, and then slide your shoulders down your back, palms shining forward. Close your eyes as you root into your feet, drawing energy from the earth all the way through the crown of the head. Big breath in. Full breath out. Open up your eyes as you circle sweep your arms up. Inhale, tall mountain pose. Exhale, cactus your elbows wide. Press your hips forward, baby back bend, squeezing the shoulders behind you. Inhale, re-extend, tall mountain. Exhale, fold through your center, prayer hands through the midline as you release towards the mat. On your inhale, lengthen out with a halfway lift. Draw the crown of the head forward, nice and long through the neck, gazes down, and as you exhale, refold. Step your right foot back, low lunge. Drop your right knee down to the earth as you sweep your arms up towards the sky, Anjaneyasana. Try to set the shoulders down the back and lift up and out of the pelvic bowl as you draw the lower ribs in towards one another. Really press the weight into that left foot to open up a little more through the right hip flexor. One more inhale breath here. Maybe stretch your fingertips a little higher. And as you exhale, hands come down to the mat. Glide your hips back, half splits. Lengthen that left leg out. Maybe dial your toes towards the ceiling as you melt your heart over that left leg. You might toggle that left foot from side to side, inviting a little bit of movement into that leg, noticing and observing how this moves the stretch in the hamstring, maybe to the outer spaces of that left leg. Breath in and breath out. Returning to your low lunge, bend into your left knee, plant your palms, lift your right knee up, downward facing dog, left foot meets your right. Inhale, ripple forward to a high plank pose. Pausing when you arrive, draw the heels back behind you, reach the crown of the head forward, press into the palms, draw the navel towards the spine, and the knees lowered or lifted. It's a 5 count to the belly for 5. Hug the elbows in 4. Come all the way to the mat in 3, 2, and 1. Release to the earth. Tops of the feet come into the mat. Hands are underneath the shoulders, little to no weight pressing into the earth. As you inhale, start to peel your chest up, baby cobra. Lengthen the neck out. Gaze down as you rise through the chest. And exhale, soften back down. 2 more cobra rolls. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, soften down. 1 more time. Inhale, pull the heart and the chest up from the earth. Exhale, soften, release back down. Press into your palms, take a child's pose, knees go wide, big toes to touch. Sink your hips back towards your heels as you lengthen your arms forward. A big round of breath here and a reminder that you can take this pose whenever you need during practice. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Tabletop pose on your inhale, return to all fours. Tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch your right leg high, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, right foot steps forward between your hands, low lunge. From here, we'll take a standing split, lift into the right, root into that right leg, lift your left leg towards the sky. Bow the head down, release the heart towards the mat, and then step your left foot to meet your right, forward fold at the top of your space. Inhale, lengthen out with a halfway lift, draw the crown of the head forward. Exhale to refold. Inhale as you rise to tall mountain, as you circle sweep your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, cactus the elbows wide, press the hips forward, open through the heart. Inhale, re-extend tall mountain. Exhale, fold, soft bend into the knees as you surrender the heart towards the earth. Inhale is your halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Left foot back, low lunge. Soften your left knee to the earth. Inhale, breath, sweep your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Slide the shoulders down the back, really rooting to your right foot. And shift those hips a little further forward as you lift up and out of the pelvic bowl. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, half splits. Frame out your right foot, glide your hips back, straightening out that right leg. Melting the heart over that right leg, maybe dialing the toes towards the ceiling, Finding that gentle movement of the foot from side to side. Sending the breath into those hamstrings, sending the breath into those hips. Inhale and exhale. Return to your low lunge on your next inhale breath. Plant your palms to frame out that right foot. Engage your back leg, downward facing dog. Right foot meets your left. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank pose. This time as you exhale, maybe it's chaturanga or modify with knees, chest, chin. Inhale is either an upward facing dog or a baby cobra. Take the flow that serves you. Exhale, we'll all meet in a downward facing dog. As we move throughout practice today, please make these vinyasas feel good in your body. Maybe that means skipping them. Maybe that means flowing through a modification or intensifying. Listen to what your body needs. Inhale, sweep your left leg high, three-legged down dog. Exhale is a low lunge, left foot between your hands. Standing split from here, pluck up those right toes, send the head down, lift that leg high. Melt the heart over your left leg, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, right foot to your left. Halfway lift and lengthen, inhale, breath, extend the crown of the head. Exhale, refold, release. Inhale as you root through your feet, circle, sweep your arms up towards the sky, tall mountain, prayer hands connect. Exhale, cactus your elbows wide, press the hips forward, lift through the gaze. Inhale, re-extend mountain. Exhale, fold, soften, and release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Step your right foot back, low lunge. Drop that right knee to the earth. Inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana. From here, we'll add a twist. Sweep your left arm back behind you. Stretch your right arm forward. Arms are outstretched on the horizon. Option to bring that left hand towards your back thigh and right arm towards the sky, revolving a little bit deeper. Keep actively pressing into that left foot. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to unravel, sweep both arms to the sky. Exhale, hands come down, just one round of breath in your half splits. Glide the hips back, straighten that left leg out. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, return to your low lunge. Frame out your front foot. Palms plant into the mat directly to high plank. Left foot meets your right. A round of breath to hold in your high plank. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale breath here. Exhale is your flow, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Upward facing dog or baby cobra. Inhale breath, rise the heart. Down dog is where we meet. Float those hips up and back. Round of breath, inhale. Exhale. Sweep your right leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, low lunge, right foot between your hands. Standing split to transition, lift that left leg high on your inhale breath. Exhale right into your fold, left foot meets your right. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold and soften, exhale. Inhale, mountain, rise it up strong. Exhale, cactus the elbows wide, open through the heart. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, fold, soften and release. Halfway lift on your inhale, lengthen. Exhale, refold. Left foot steps back, low lunge. Drop that knee to the earth, sweep the arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Inviting that twist, this time it's your right hand that extends back, left arm that reaches forward, arms out long on the horizon. Keeping the torso centered over the pelvic bowl. Option to stay right here or right hand to your back thigh, left arm towards the sky. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale is your return through center as you unravel, stretch your fingertips high. Exhale is your half splits, glide the hips back. A full round of breath here, straightening out that right leg. Inhale and exhale. Low lunge, crawl it forward, engage your back knee, high plank, right foot meets your left. Pause for a round of breath, fire up through the belly. Gaze is down, strong through those shoulders as you press into your palms. One more inhale. Exhale, find your flow, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Cobra or upward facing, shine your heart. Down dog, rise those hips up and back. Round of breath in dog, inhale. And exhale. Left leg rises, inhale breath. Exhale, low lunge, left foot between the hands. Right into your standing split. Send that right leg high. Inhale. Forward fold. Right foot meets your left. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, soften and release. Inhale is your rise to mountain. Exhale is Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink your hips low. Weight into your heels, little to no weight into your toes. Slide your shoulders down your back. Maybe sink a little bit lower into your seat. Inhale. And exhale, fold through center, straighten and bow. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to refold. Right foot steps back, low lunge. Keep your toes tucked as you soften that knee towards the earth. And then inhale, stretch your arms up, Anjaneyasana. We'll find that twist. Extend your left arm back, right arm forward. And then listen up from here. Press into the ball of that back foot as you rise up to a high crescent revolved lunge. Beautiful. Keep those arms outstretched on the horizon. Maybe dip that left hand back and right arm towards the sky. Think about magnetizing those inner thighs towards one another. Use the strength of your core to keep you supported. Draw the low belly up and in. Knit the lower ribs in towards one another. One more inhale. On your exhale, bring your right hand down to the inseam of that left foot, and then extend your left arm towards the sky. So you're in a grounded, rooted twist. Keep bending into that left knee. Breath in, and breath out. This might be right where you stay. This is a beautiful place to work, or if you'd like Vashisthasana, side plank, pivot onto the outer edge of your right foot. Stack your left foot back to meet your right. Rising your hips up, extending that left arm to the sky. Maybe drop a knee, or maybe lift a leg. One more round of breath wherever you are. Inhale and exhale. Forward facing plank is where we'll all meet. Both hands to the mat, 10 toes to the earth. Take an inhale breath to arrive. And then exhale, find your flow or press back directly to your downward facing dog. When you arrive in that down dog, big clearing round of breath. Inhale. Open mouth, release, exhale. Inhale, stretch your right leg high. Exhale, curl knee in towards your nose, modified high plank. Inhale, stretch that right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, knee to nose, pausing there. Step your right foot forward, low lunge. This time we'll open up to a warrior two. Pivot that back, outer edge of your foot to the mat. Cartwheel your arms open onto the horizon. Now start to settle into that right knee, bending nice and juicy into that thigh. Arms are extended out long on the horizon. Tailbone is angling down. Palms are shining towards the earth. Fingertips are long and reaching in opposite directions. Coming back into that breath, inhale. And exhale. One more full round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. We'll take an extended side angle. Invite your right forearm to your right thigh. Stretch your left arm towards the sky, or shine your bicep by your ear, extending those left fingertips forward. Really root through the outer edge of your back foot. Try not to collapse the weight into that right elbow. Use the strength of your obliques to lift you up and out of that right hip crease. Inhale and exhale. We'll revisit this pose later on. So on your next inhale breath, take a peaceful warrior. Keep stretching that right knee forward. Open up through the side body. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Pause when you arrive, and then return to your standing split. Lift that left leg towards the sky. Bow the crown of the head down. Option to stay right here, or Shiva squats, left knee, right ankle, curl it in. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, Shiva squat. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Rise it up, standing. Exhale, Shiva squat. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale as you rise to standing split. We all meet in a forward fold. Left foot meets the right. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Right to that Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the hips low, sweep your arms up. Soften the shoulders down the back. Slight tug of the pelvis to lengthen the tailbone down. Sink your seat a little lower. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale breath here. Exhale as you're straightened and fold as you release to the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Step your left foot back for a low lunge. Soften that left knee down to the earth. Keep your toes tucked. And on your inhale breath, stretch your arms towards the sky, coming into your Anjaneyasana. Return to that twist. Invite your right hand back behind you. Left arm extends forward. Now press into the ball of that left foot as you rise to your revolve crescent lunge. Keep stretching that right knee forward, extending those arms in opposite directions, or option to revolve a little bit deeper. And invite that right hand to your back thigh and lengthen your left arm towards the sky. Inhale and exhale. Left hand softens to the inseam of your right foot as that right arm extends towards the sky, coming into that grounded and supported twist. Again, you have the option to stay right here or find Vashisthasana side plank, pivoting onto the outer edge of your left foot, stacking your right foot to meet your left. Drop a knee, lift a leg, take your variation or stay in that twist. Wherever you are, one more round of breath. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. Forward facing plank is where we meet. 10, both hands to the mat, both feet to the earth. Inhale to arrive. Exhale is your flow or directly to down dog. Rise those hips up and back. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, sweep that left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, curl, knee to nose, pausing there. Step your left foot forward between your hands. Outer edge of the back foot roots into the mat as you rise up, warrior two. Cartwheel your arms onto the horizon. Deep bend into that left knee. Arms are outstretched long. You bend a little deeper into your left knee. Check in and make sure you can see that left big toe. That your knees angling more towards the outer edge of your foot and not collapsing in. Maybe you even give all 10 toes a little wiggle. Make sure that you're not gripping them into the earth. Breath in. And breath out. Extended side angle, left forearm to left thigh. Right arm towards the sky or stretch your bicep by your ear. Finding length from the outer edge of that right foot all the way up through the crown of the head. Breath in. And breath out. One more full round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Keep the bend in that left knee as you release through your peaceful warrior. Tip it up and back. Stretch the left arm towards the sky. Opening up through side body. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Frame out that left foot. And then come into your standing split. Lift that right leg towards the sky. Bow the crown of the head down. Stay right here where Shiva squats. Right knee, left ankle, curl it in. Inhale, lengthen high. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, lift. And curl. 2 more times, reach it high, inhale. Curl it in, exhale. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale is your standing split. Exhale is a forward fold at the top of your space. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bring your feet hip width distance apart. Take a generous bend into your right knee. Place your right palm in between your feet and extend your left arm up towards the sky. Couple rounds of breath here in this twisted fold before we go into that sequence one more time, adding on a couple of things. Let's switch out sides. Bend into your left knee. Place that left palm to where the right was and extend your right arm towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale. Breath in. And breath out. Right palm returns to the mat. Find a halfway lift. Inhale. Refold. Exhale. Bring the big toes in towards touch. You know it. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink the hips low. Sweep the arms up. Angle the tailbone towards the earth. From here, a little bit different. Sweep your right arm back behind you. Yarn your left arm forward. So you're in a revolved chair. Inhale, extend arms to the sky. Exhale, sweep your left arm back behind you, right arm forward. One more each time. Inhale, rise the arms high. Exhale, sweep the right back. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, sweep the left back, pausing here. Get nice and juicy into your standing legs. Sink a little bit lower. And a little lower. Beautiful. On your next inhale, sweep your arms back up. And then exhale, fold, soften, and release. Inhale is a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, refold. Right foot steps back, low lunge. This time we'll come directly into that high lunge, skipping that Anjaneyasana, sweep the arms up. And extend that left arm back behind you, right arm forward, returning to your twist. Inhale to lengthen, crown ahead. Exhale to twist. Maybe let the gaze fall over your left arm. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, right away, open up into your warrior two. Pivot that back heel to the mat, outstretch your arms on the horizon. Breath in. And breath out. Let's return to your extended side angle, inviting that left arm to your left thigh, right arm towards the sky, or bicep by your ear. This is your second time here on this side. Maybe you take a different arm variation coming into a half or a full bind. Or stay in your supported variation, whatever you need. Sweeping the heart back behind you, opening up through the chest. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more rounds of breath wherever you are. Inhale. And exhale. And straighten out that front leg and take a peaceful triangle. Sweep your left arm towards the sky as you open up through the side body, giving that thigh a little break, finding length and extension. And then hands will return to the horizon. Start to bump the hips back and reach the left arm forward until you have nowhere else to go, setting up for your triangle pose, Trikonasana. Stacking right shoulder on top of left. Finding a focal point for your gaze that feels good on your neck, either down at that left foot or up towards your lifted fingers. Couple more rounds of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Breath in. And breath out. From here, we'll take a wide-legged forward fold. Start to sweep your hands to the inseam of that left foot. Pivot all 10 toes to the long edge of your mat. Find a little halfway lift on your inhale to lengthen out. And then exhale, melt the head down towards the mat. We'll come into a twist from here. Plant your right palm right underneath your gaze, and then extend your left arm towards the sky. Allow your gaze to follow. Really root through the outer edges of your feet. Inhale. And exhale. Return that left hand, to replace the right, and extend that right arm up towards the sky. Inhale to allow your gaze to follow. And exhale. 1 more round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Left palm returns to the earth. Inhale, find your halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale to refold. Low lunge to the front of your space. Crawl and frame out that left foot. High plank, both feet to the back of your mat. Inhale, breath to arrive. Exhale is your flow, chaturanga to upward facing, or modify with knees, chest, chin. Meet me in your downward facing dog. Send those hips up, back, and high. Inhale, stretch your right leg high right away. Exhale, curl knee to nose 1 time. Step it forward, low lunge. Left leg to the sky, return to that standing split. Lots of options here, friends. Handstand hops if they're in your practice. Maybe more Shiva squats, or work on balance, 1 or both hands behind your standing calf. Taking about 5 rounds of breath here to explore what you need. Inhale. And exhale. Breath in. And breath out. Let's step that left foot to meet your right. Come into the forward fold at the top of your space. Inhale to lengthen out, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. This is it. Final round on the other side. Rise with bent knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Settle the shoulders down the back, sink the hips low. This time, 1 bite movement with that left hand sweeping back first, right arm reaching forward. Inhale, stretch the arms high. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, sweep the left back. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, sweep the right back, pausing here. Maybe the gaze falls over those right fingers behind you. Keep sinking low into the seat, squeezing those knees in towards one another. Inhale returns you back through center. Exhale, fold, soften, and release. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, refold. Left foot steps back for your low lunge. Inhale as you rise to crescent, sweep your arms up towards the sky. And find your twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Arms are lengthening and pulling in opposite directions. Left hip is yearning forward, right hip is yearning back, squaring off through the pelvis. Inhale, re-extend through high crescent, arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Bending into that right knee, arms out long on the horizon, breath in. And breath out. Extended side is where we'll meet, right forearm to right thigh, left arm towards the sky, or stretch your bicep by your ear. Second time here on this side, you have about 5 rounds of breath to explore whatever variation is calling to you. Maybe it's a little different than it was on the other side. That's totally okay. Noticing and observing the difference, the inequities in the body without judgment. 2 more rounds of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Straighten out your right leg as you tip your arms up and back, peaceful triangle. Stretching through that whole right side body, opening up and lengthening. And let's bring the hands to the horizon. Maybe drag that back foot in slightly, bump your hips back. Right arm extends forward, coming into your triangle pose. Try not to lock out through the knee joints. Invite a little micro bend to help support you. Gaze either up at your lifted fingertips or down at that front foot. Breath in and breath out. Your release is back into your wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands out in front of you, pivot all 10 toes to the long edge of the mat, and melt the heart and the head towards the earth. Halfway lift on your inhale breath. Exhale to fold. Yogi's choice, any arm variation here. Maybe make that chaturanga shape underneath the body. Grab for the outer edges of the feet. Maybe you'd like another twist, or there's a headstand in your practice and you're craving going upside down. Take what you need for about 4 or 5 more rounds of breath here. Nice, yeah, shoulder rinse is another awesome option. Interlacing the hands at the base of the spine and opening up through the chest and the shoulders. 1 more round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Release your hands to the earth. Find a halfway lift on your inhale to lengthen and extend. Exhale to refold. Low lunge to the front of your mat. Crawl your way forward. Frame out your right foot. Plant your palms. High plank. Right foot meets your left. Pausing for a round of breath. Inhale. Exhale is your flow. Meet me in your downward facing dog. Rising those hips up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale. Left leg rises. Inhale, breath. Exhale, curl knee to nose 1 time. Left foot steps between your hands. Final standing split. Sweep that right leg towards the sky. Bow the crown of the head down. Remember, you have options, friends. Take what you need. Maybe handstand hops. Working on balance. 1 or both hands behind your standing calf. More Shiva squats if that's calling to you. Couple more rounds of breath here to explore what you need. Start to unwind, right foot to meet your left, forward fold at the top of your space. Inhale as a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale to refold. Inhale draws you up, tall mountain pose. Circle sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, bring it right back down, energy towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back, high to low plank. Blow it out or press directly to your downward facing dog. When you arrive in your down dog, big inhale. Exhale is your child's pose. Sink your knees down to the earth. Lengthen your arms forward and send your hips back towards your heels. Awesome work, yogis. Take a couple rounds of breath here to let that movement integrate, let it settle. Check in with the body, check in with the breath. Noticing and observing how you're feeling at this point throughout practice. Maybe you're feeling more energized, or maybe you're feeling a little fatigued. No right or wrong answer, just being an observer. Listening to that internal wisdom, listening to the feedback that your body and your breath is giving you. Just a couple more rounds of breath here before we make our way into a final sequence of standing work. Breath in and breath out. One more time, inhale, breath. And exhale, breath. When you are ready to move out of this shape, let's find our way back to our downward facing dog. Maybe you pass through some cat-cows on your way there. Maybe take a moment and grab a sip of water. If you'd like a flow, move through your chaturanga up dog. Then find your way back to downward facing dog. Reacquainting yourself with this shape, maybe pedal out through the backs of the feet, finding length in the legs, or move right into stillness and enjoy a couple rounds of breath. We'll find our final sequence of standing work as you inhale, sweep that right leg towards the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps between your hands. Use your inhale breath to rise to crescent lunge, sweeping your arms to the sky. Gather your palms to touch overhead and start to invite your hands into the space of your heart as you begin to hinge at the waist, pitching the heart forward. Then come into your twist, left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Pressing the palms in towards one another. We'll just be here for a round of breath to transition. And start to gaze down at your right foot. We'll step to a revolved Utkatasana chair pose. Step off that left foot, snuggle it into the right, deep bend into your knees. Check in with those knees, make sure they're hugging in towards one another. You have lots of options here, friends. Maybe you fly your arms open. Maybe there is a side crow in your practice and you plant palms down into the earth and lift the legs up. Or stay in that twist, whatever you need. 3 more rounds of breath wherever you are. If you're in that twist, on your inhales, can you think about lengthening? And on your exhales, think about twisting. One more inhale breath. Exhale as a fold through center and release. Bow the crown of the head down. Shake it out, bend through the knees, release and let go. Inhale and exhale. Take your right hand, wrap it around your right wrist, and then invite your left hand into your left hip crease. We're going to start to shift the weight into that left foot as you draw your right leg up with you, coming into a tree pose. Slide that right foot into the inseam of that left leg, or maybe it goes a little lower onto the calf. Hands will come into the space of your heart, taking a moment here to just root through that left foot and lengthen the crown of the head high. If you'd like to challenge your balance a little further, maybe you stretch your arms up towards the sky and allow your gaze to follow. Maybe you even close your eyes, embracing the instability, the wiggles, the movement, knowing that if you fall out, if you fall down, you can always get back up and get back in it. 2 more rounds of breath here. Awesome concentration, yogis. Inhale and exhale. 1 more big round of breath. Inhale as you fill up. Exhale to release. If your hands are lifted, gather your prayer hands back to touch. Meet with the hands in the space of your heart. Soften your right foot down to meet your left. Inhale, send your arms up, circle sweep to rise. Exhale, fold and soften, release through center. Inhale is a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back. Skip your flow if you need. Add in extra chaturanga push-ups if you've still got lots of energy. We'll meet in that down dog. Final sequence of standing work as we move through that on the other side. Sweep your left leg high, inhale. Exhale, low lunge, left foot between your hands. Inhale as you rise to crescent, sweep the arms up. Gather the palms to touch. Invite them down to the space of your heart. Inhale, start to extend the crown of the head forward. And then draw your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Revolved crescent lunge. Palms are pressing in towards one another. Start to shift the weight, the gaze down into that left foot. And step off the right, invite it to snuggle in next to the left. Revolved Utkatasana. Check in with your knees, make sure they're hugging in tight. The option to stay right here, maybe fly your arms open, right arm towards the earth, left arm towards the sky, side crow. So many options. Wherever you are, make sure that you're breathing. Inhale and exhale. 3 more rounds of breath. You've got this. If you're in that revolved chair, can you sink your seat a little lower? Spread the sits bones away from one another. Inhale and exhale. Last inhale breath. Exhale, fold, release. Lengthen the head down. Shake out the head, the neck, bend the knees. Let that side go. So our last standing pose is we set up for that tree pose on the other side. Bring your left hand to your left ankle, right hand to your right hip crease. Root into that right foot as you slide the left foot up into that right leg. Oh, maybe finding a little bit of wiggles and movement. I sure am this morning. Option to bring those hands to the space of your heart and leave them there. Really root through your standing leg. If you'd like to challenge your balance a little further, reach your arms up towards the sky. Soften your shoulders down your back. Maybe let the gaze follow. Commit to 5 rounds of breath. With every inhale, can you draw that grounded, rooted energy up through the earth? And as you exhale, let it flow through the entire body. Inhale. Exhale. One more round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Gather your palms back to touch. Hands come to the space of your heart. The left foot meets your right. Standing mountain pose. Inhale, circle, sweep up, root through your feet as you rise. Exhale, fold, soften, and let go. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back, flow. Chaturanga or maybe Nataranga, pressing back to your down dog. Beautiful work, yogis. We'll start to slow it down from here. As you inhale, sweep your right leg towards the sky. Exhale as your half pigeon. Draw your right knee to your right wrist. Extend that left leg long back behind you. If this pose is not your friend today, no problem. You can come onto the back and take a reclined figure 4 or a reclined pigeon. If you have a blanket or a block, it might feel nice underneath that right hip. After a couple rounds of breath in your proud pigeon, opening up through the heart, start to find some surrender. Walk down onto the forearms and allow the chest to melt down towards the earth. As you start to slow down, allowing all of that beautiful movement and energy start to settle back into the physical body. You allow yourself to stay present. If at any point the mind starts to wander, you start to plan out the rest of your day, start to stress out about whatever's going on in your life, can you draw your attention back into your breath? Draw your attention back into that dedication that you set for class to help keep you grounded and rooted in this moment here on your mat. Take about 4 more rounds of breath here. With every inhale and exhale, maybe you can heavy the body a little bit more into the mat. Find a little bit more release and let go. Slowly, when you feel ready, start to rise back up onto the palms. And from here, we're going to tuck those back toes under and then listen up. We're going to slide that left knee behind your right, bend your feet up to the edges of your space, and then start to walk your hands, your hips more so, back between your feet. So we're setting up for our full Gomukhasana or cow face pose. If this does not work on your hips or your knees today, the alternative is to just take a simple cross-legged pose. That is totally cool too. So coming into this Gomukhasana shape with the legs, that right knee is stacking on top of your left. You can use your hands to gently guide your feet open. And an option to just stay right here, sitting upright if that feels good. Or if you'd like a little bit more, have a stretch into the low back and maybe a little more intensity into the hips. Start to walk your fingertips forward. Maybe even hook your chin on top of that right knee. Coming back into that breath. Inhale. And exhale. Couple more rounds of breath. Inhale. And soften, exhale. If you've reclined over, slowly use the support of your fingertips to sit back up. And we'll invite the hands back behind you, rock back onto the sits bones and unravel the legs. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat and just find a gentle windshield wiper of your knees from side to side. And pause and center, cross the ankles, come back to all fours. Send the legs long back behind you, down dog, maybe a flow. And we'll set up for that pigeon on the other side. When you're ready, it's the left leg that'll extend to the sky on your inhale. And as you exhale, draw left knee to left wrist. Ankle over towards the right side of your space as you lengthen that right leg long back behind you. An option to take this shape on your back in either a reclined figure four or reclined pigeon. Take a couple rounds of breath in your proud pigeon, pulling the heart through. And when you feel ready to settle and soften, walk the forearms down to the mat. Melt the chest down towards the earth. Can you allow yourself to let go and release for just 4 more rounds of breath here? Use your next inhale breath to start to press your way back up into that proud pigeon. Then tuck those right toes under, slide your right knee up behind your left. You fan your feet to the edges of your space. Use the support of your hands as you glide your hips back between your heels. And fan your feet out, left knee stacking over right, or again, you have the option to come into that simple cross-legged pose, taking the opposite shin and top. And as you inhale, can you sit up nice and tall, find length through the spine? Option to stay right here, or maybe start to recline forward. Walk your fingertips out in front of you. Use that weight of your torso to maybe get a little more depth into that hip stretch, and also find some length in the low spine. Option to curl the chin in towards that left knee. Take 3 more big rounds of breath. If you reclined over, slowly start to use the fingertips to rise the torso back up. Then plant your hands back behind you, rock back onto the sits bones, and unravel the knees. Soles of the feet to the mat, find that gentle rock of the knees, windshield wiper from side to side. And let's pause and center. And extend those legs out. We're gonna take a boat pose all the way to our backs. Last bit of work before we twist and then come into Shavasana. So draw that belly up and in. Lengthen your arms forward. It's a 10 count to the earth for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You're in your half boat. 4, 3. As gently as you can. 2. Place yourself onto the mat in 1. Release all the way down to the earth. Big inhale. And exhale. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Rock a little from side to side. Massage out through the sacrum. Let's keep that right knee hugging in and start to lengthen your left leg all the way out long onto the mat. Draw your right knee up in towards your armpits. And slowly cross the right knee over the body. Roll onto that left hip. Come into your supine twist. Lengthen your right arm out to a cactus or to a T. And really try to prioritize that right shoulder staying rooted into the mat. It's okay if that knee doesn't touch all the way down to the earth. If you have a blanket or a block or a pillow handy, you can always support your knee with one of those props. One more chance here to twist, to let go, to detoxify. Release what you no longer need. With your next inhale, slowly rock back through center. Gather both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, hugging in to reset. And this time your left knee hugs in as your right leg extends out long. Drawing that left knee in towards the armpit, up and around the torso for just a round of breath. And use the right hand to gently guide your left knee across your body. Rock over onto that right hip and lengthen your left arm out. If it feels good, allow the gaze to fall over those left extended fingertips. With your next inhale, draw yourself back through center. Squeeze everything in towards the center line. Hug everything in tightly, giving yourself a big giant squeeze. Taking a moment to fill up with gratitude, taking a moment to say thank you to your incredible body. Maybe even invite the forehead up off of the earth. Hug your knees in towards your face. And then as you exhale, let go and release into your final Shavasana. Extend your legs out long. Release your arms down by your sides. Coming into stillness, allowing all of that energy to settle. Take a big breath in through your nose. Take a big audible exhale out your mouth as you release and let go. For these next couple moments, just allowing yourself to be in stillness. You are welcome to stay here for as long as you need. Finishing out your practice here, reclined on your back. If you're ready to be guided out to transition back into your morning, start by deepening your breath as you invite gentle movement to return to the fingers and into the toes. Allow this movement to start to grow as you circle out your wrists and your ankles, letting your breath become more expansive. And stretch your arms long overhead. Come into a full body good morning stretch, lengthening from your fingertips all the way down to the toes. And when you feel ready, coming on to whichever side is calling to you, taking a moment to pause when you arrive on your side. Something very beautiful happens to people when their world has fallen apart. A humility, a nobility, a higher intelligence emerges at just the point when our knees hit the floor. It's Marianne Williamson. And just taking one more moment here, acknowledging how you're feeling, knowing that it's okay if you feel like you might be falling apart, knowing that it's okay if maybe you're fluctuating from feeling very content and feeling fearful. knowing that you can grow from whatever point that you are at right now. You can always come back to your mat, use this practice to step outside, step away from the outside world. Take a moment here to acknowledge one thing that you are grateful for. And I invite you to let that be the focal point of your day. If you start to feel like you're falling apart, acknowledge that and then bring your focal point back to this feeling of gratitude. When you feel ready to move, maybe challenging yourself to keep your eyes closed, find your way up to your comfortable seat. When you arrive there, if your eyes open, simply let them drift back to shut. Gather your prayer hands into the space of your heart in Anjali Mudra. Take a big breath in through the nose. Take a full, big exhale out the mouth. I thank each and every one of you for showing up for yourselves today, for taking this time on your mat to invite movement, meditation, breath into your daily life. The light, the love, the joy, and the divinity within me recognizes, admires, and cherishes that same light, that same love, that same joy, and that same divinity that resides within each and every one of you. Namaste, my friends.